biggest complaints from employees is that leaders do not listen well. What they often mean by this is that they don't feel understood and valued. Caring leaders earn respect by being patient listeners and responding to their employees' needs. There are different levels of listening, starting with not listening at the lowest level, then selective listening, then listening to respond, and finally at the highest level, listening to understand. Listening to understand is transformational and where we have the greatest opportunity to develop trust in relationships. Listening seems simple, but it's not easy. It takes both intention and attention to really listen at the highest level. With so much distraction, it's a conscious choice. This requires self-awareness, being in tune with our thoughts, emotions, and behavior in the moment.
Hey Susie, you got a minute?
What's going on?
So I just got an email from Cameron. He just dropped this huge project on my plate.
So what does listening to understand or mindful listening look like? Well, mindful listening requires us to be fully present, putting the other person in the center of the conversation. Our natural tendency as leaders is to focus on the content of what they're saying. You know the situation, an employee is asking for your support and you automatically start formulating your recommendations in your head, waiting for a pause so you can provide your guidance. When we focus on the problem versus the person, we miss the opportunity to fully understand the other person's experience and needs. Despite our intent to be supportive, when we jump into problem solving and advice giving, our employees walk away not feeling heard or valued. So here are some steps for mindful listening that you can test out in your next conversation. 1, be intentional about listening to understand and connect. You may take a few deep breaths to center yourself. Step 2, pay attention to what others are communicating, not just what they're saying, but also listen for underlying needs and how they may be feeling. 3, recognize your inner dialogue. This is normal. Simply notice what is happening and return your focus to the person speaking. And step 4, when the person stops speaking, check for understanding by acknowledging what you heard. This is simply capturing the essence of what you heard the person say. To further your understanding, you may also ask curious questions to understand their experience. As you move through your days, consider how you can foster trust and understanding by practicing mindful listening. Mindful listening creates understanding, builds trust, and can lead to shared expectations and agreements.